What? Get ready to get started. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here since January 6, 2026. This is our first City Council meeting of 2026. I'm happy to see a packed room. With that said, we do have more people than we have seats at this moment. So if there is a spot that's available next to you, please raise your hand so that some other people may be able to take some of those seats. With that being said, I do want to welcome you on behalf of City Council to this meeting. This is what we call an organizational meeting. As part of the charter that says the first Tuesday of every year, we come together to conduct regular business, but the main purpose of the meeting is to formally swear in any new city council members or mayor, as well as determine a mayor pro tem for this coming or for this year. With that said, we're going to go ahead and get the meeting started. Madam Clerk, can you please go ahead and call the roll?
Yes, Mayor Owens.
Present.
Council Member of District 1, Ron Davis.
Present.
Council Member of District 2, Michael McNeely.
Present.
Council Member and Mayor Pro Tem, Council Member of District 3, Keisha Jeffcoat.
Present.
And Council Member of District 4, Cassandra Brown.
Present.
Council Member District 5, TJ Ferguson.
Present.
Council Member District 6, Deborah Herndon.
Not present, but accounted for.
We have our quorum.
Thank you for that, Madam Clerk. Mr. Manager, if you would please lead us in a brief invocation, if you don't mind, sir.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. If you are willing to join us in prayer, please do. Heavenly Father, we pause and say thank you for bringing everyone here safely. Thank you for your angels that have watched over our citizens, our visitors, our city, our staff, public safety. We thank you for continuously blessing and smiling upon Mableton. And so this night, we honor you and we ask in faith that you would give this council wisdom, discretion, insight, discernment, that they would continue to make decisions that will benefit this city for years to come, that this would be a city on a hill, a light, a glory of your presence over a city and prayer in a city for this council. Bless everything we do. Thank you for our new elected members. Give them the wisdom and anointing to serve their constituents. And as we always pray, God, we ask you to always let your angels watch over our city and our citizens and our children and our schools. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. Y'all give me one moment. We practice proper flag protocol in the city. At this point in time, I would like to ask Councilwoman Brown if you would stand as a proud Army veteran and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Ladies and gentlemen, stand if you may.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So members of the council, you've been provided a copy of the agenda prior to this meeting. Please note that we have moved executive session up from our normal place in the agenda up to item 6. The reason we've done that is because of the fact that this is an organizational meeting and there will be a reception immediately preceding this meeting. We did not want to have executive session afterwards, so we will be having executive session as our next item of business. The expectation is that it will be short and sweet and brief, and then we'll come back and begin the swearing-in ceremony. At this point in time, is there a motion to approve the agenda as written?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Second.
Thank you. Motion's been made and properly seconded by Councilwoman Jeffcoat. Any discussion on this matter? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor of approving the agenda as written, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Thank you. At this point in time, Council has just mentioned, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for real estate, personnel, litigation, and other exemptions.
I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session for litigation, personnel, real estate, and other exemptions.
Thank you, ma'am. The motion's been made and properly seconded by Councilman McNeely. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Ayes have it. At this point in time, Council, we will go into executive session. We do have just a couple of items to cover. Those of you who are here, appreciate you bearing with us through this. We want to make sure that reception goes uninterrupted. So please excuse us as we go into executive session.
All right, can you? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me on the other side? Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if we could come bring the meeting back to order. Thank you all for patiently waiting. I know we got the overflow room sorted out. To any of you that are standing, if you do want to go into the overflow room, my understanding is there is audio and video that is there. But once again, if there's anybody who has any spare seats beside you, if you would raise your hand so anyone would know. All right. Thank you for that. At this point in time, before we get started back, I do want to take a moment. I don't know, we have some comment cards. We are going to make a change in the agenda once again, because I want to make sure that, because this is an organizational meeting, we have our swearing in ceremony. We're going to move that swearing in ceremony to the end to make sure that this event, it's okay.
Trust me,
We want
you're gonna like it.
to make sure that it flows properly, and that we can have the swearing in ceremony and then go right into the reception, which is right outside and waiting for you all. So this is going to go quickly, but part of this is going to be up to public comment. So it depends on how long people want to spend on public comment as well. With that being said, I'll go ahead and accept a motion to exit out of executive session.
Motion to exit out of executive session.
Second.
Thank you. Motion's been made and properly seconded. All in favor of exiting executive session, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. At this point in time, I'd like to go ahead and entertain a motion to move item 7 on the agenda to below the current item 10.
10.
Below item 10, or after item 10.
I'd like to make a motion to move item 7 below item 10.
Second.
Thank you, ma'am. Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion, council? Hearing none, we'll call to question. All those in favor of the motion made by Councilwoman Jeffcoat, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Thank you. I've noted. Madam Clerk, please note the change in the agenda. We're going to move forward now, which will be in the agenda, item 8, which is our appointments section. We do have 2 items to cover here. The first one is the appointment of Mayor Pro Tem. Per our charter, every first meeting of every year is the job of this council to appoint a Mayor Pro Tem. It works slightly different in different cities. In this city, the Mayor Pro Tem serves as the stand-in, if you will, any situation where the mayor is not available or incapacitated for whatever reason. And so this serves as 1 term, and that term is decided at the first meeting in January, which goes to the next consecutive year. It's handled by a quick process, which is a floor open of nominations, closing of nominations from the floor meaning the council. At that point in time, an election is made, and we will move forward with that person serving as Mayor Pro Tem for the remainder of this year. At this point in time, Council, I'm going to open the floor for nominations for Mayor Pro Tem. Do we have any nominations?
So I would nominate Councilman Davis.
Thank you, Councilman Ferguson. Nomination's been made for Councilman Davis. Do we have any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Councilwoman Jeffcoat.
Thank you. Nomination for Councilwoman Jeffcoat has been made. Any further nominations? Hearing no further nominations, I'll go ahead and close the nomination process. At this point in time, we have 2 nominees for Mayor Pro Tem, Councilman Davis and Councilwoman Jeffcoat. At this point in time, I'll go ahead and start the election process. Election process is simple. We will start with election process. All council members will vote, and then we will proceed on from there. Along with the proceedings to move forward, we will start with Councilman Davis. Members of the council, we will open the floor for a vote. All in favor of voting for Councilman Davis to be Mayor Pro Tem, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's 3 votes for Councilman Davis. Let's move forward to Councilwoman Jeffcoat. And the reason moving forward is because Councilman Davis did not get 4 votes, if I'm correct. Okay, let's move forward to Councilwoman Jeffcoat. All in favor of Councilwoman Jeffcoat being the next Mayor Pro Tem, please say aye.
Aye.
And that's 3. I like that. All right, we have 2 ways to do this weekend. Well, really 1 way to do this. If we'll ask our attorney, who will be serving as our parliamentarian for this part. It has been noted on record that there was 3 and 3. My understanding is that we will take a revote, but if
correct. Both of those motions failed, so you can initiate a new motion for
Yes.
consideration that if you're inclined to change your vote, I would do so, because obviously if you vote identical,
Yeah.
you still need to get it.
Do we get to hear from?
well, there's 2 ways we could. I mean, we could nullify that whole election because it didn't happen. I mean, it did happen, but to renominate, could open the floor back for
You can do a motion to
nominations.
consider one of the votes. Instead of making a new motion, you can say, I move that we reconsider. And then it sounds like at least one council person would like discussion after the motion, just so it sounds like you might want to hear from both council members.
Just thinking here that a discussion.
Yeah, so we
maybe-
have one council member who has indicated he'd like to hear from
Yeah.
both candidates.
Yeah. That is keeping the nominations the same, going through hearing from both candidates. At this point in time, what we're going to do, because we have to, I will open the floor back up for voting once again. But at this point in time, I will acquiesce to the councilman who was asked to hear from both nominees at this point in time. So Councilman Davis, I think it's fair to give 5 minutes. To give 5 minutes. I'm not saying take 5 minutes. I'm saying give 5 minutes. I can lower that to 2, but the expectation is I'll give you 5 minutes. You take of that 5 what you need. Councilman Davis, at this point in time, the floor is yours, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year.
Councilman Davis, I'll remind you that your comments are directed towards myself and the council.
Oh, okay. Well, good evening and Happy New Year. It has been a great honor to be a part of the city of Mableton, work with an exciting and incredible team of people. Just want to continue the work. Most of you already know the work I've been doing in the community for a long, long time, and will continue to do that. It will be an honor to serve as Mayor Pro Tem, and taking nothing away from the shoes that I would have to fill. So that's it, pretty much. Just short and sweet and to the point. Want to keep serving.
Thank you, Councilman. At this point in time, I'd like to hear from Councilwoman Jeffcoat. The floor is yours, ma'am, for 5 minutes as well.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming, and Happy New Year. I am Councilwoman Keisha Jeffcoat. I'm currently the Mayor Pro Tem.
Councilwoman, if I could remind you the same as to Councilman Davis.
I'm addressing the council.
Yes, ma'am.
My fellow council members, as you all know, I've served as a Mayor Pro Tem for the past 2 years. I've been a part of public service for over 30 years, starting serving in the military. I've oscillated between the military and the corporate sector. I came in the military as an E3 and then progressed all the way into being a field grade officer. I've served at every level of the Army. I started serving at the local level, as you know, at the start of or the inception of this city, and I've thoroughly enjoyed this work. I am a servant leader. I am here to support every single council member, and I've really worked to be a consensus builder. It's not an easy job, as you all know, and so I don't take what I've done or what I do lightly. And I think everyone up here is an advocate and represents Mableton, and we're going to do whatever's in the best interest of Mableton. And as Mayor Pro Tem, I'll continue to do that work and roll up my sleeves and put in the sweat equity that's needed to get the job done.
Thank you. All right, at this point in time, Council, you've heard from both of the nominated candidates. reconsideration was made. At this point in time, I will call the question by opening another vote. I will start back again with Councilman Davis. All those in favor of electing Councilman Davis as Mayor Pro Tem, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Same count? All right, we're still at the same point. We're not?
No. Councilman Davis, and I said, so I changed. So that's 4.
1, 2.
Sorry. Counting, folks, counting. All right, with that being said, the requisite number of votes have been made for the nomination of Councilman Ron Davis being Mayor Pro Tem. At this point in time, we will close the voting. Congratulations, Councilman Davis, you're now Mayor Pro Tem.
Yeah.
I normally would say, would you like to say anything, but you just did, so I will give you the opportunity again as Mayor Pro Tem to be able to say something, sir.
Well, again, thank you, council, and I know I said before, I have some very big shoes to fill, but I know we're a great team of people. We're a great team and a great council. I'm going to say this. I moved to this area back in 1990. It is home. Everything that affects you and has affected you does affect me and my family, and I've always wanted the best for this area. Now that we're a city, I'm looking forward to doing the best and making it the best we can be and being a part of that team to make this city the best it can be, to be an example, not just to the state, not just to the country, but actually to the world. So I look forward to working with each and every one of the council members. I'm going to do my best, as always. I'm going to give you 110%, and my door is always open. But just remember, everything that Ron Davis looks to do for the city is going to be in the best interest of the city, because when I serve you, in a way it sounds selfish, I'm kind of serving myself too. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, thank you, council, and looking forward to the work ahead. I really am.
Thank you, Councilman Davis. We do appreciate you. That being said, council, we're going to move forward to item 8B, which is our boards, commissions, appointments for this evening. We do have one appointment that is a reappointment in District 4 for the License Review Board. This is an appointment for Mr. Clyde Ward, who is currently serving on the License Review Board, and Councilwoman Brown has decided that she would reappoint him in his fine service on this License Review Board. Is Mr. Wade here? Is not here this evening. Councilwoman Brown, what we're going to do is we're going to defer this item to the 28th, and or at any time in between that we could schedule to have Mr. Ward present, and I could issue. Well, I'm sorry, I'll take that back, because the loyalty oath can be at any time, but his reappointment still has to be confirmed by the council. So we'll defer this to the 28th. We'll put this back on the agenda, and hopefully Mr. Ward can attend it. Thank you, ma'am. All right, with that being said, we're going to move now to what is on the agenda is item 9, which is our public comment. Madam Clerk, I'm certain you have public comment cards for us this evening.
Yes, Mayor, I only have 2 public comment cards today. The first one is Sheila Edwards, who's going to speak about the comp plan, I believe, and following Miss Edwards is Kania Pearson, and that would be the only 2. So Miss Edwards, and there's a 2-minute time limit.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Miss Edwards, floor is yours, ma'am.
All right, good afternoon, excuse me, good evening, members of the council. I'm here to provide a concern and complaint regarding the City of Mableton's failure to properly oversee, monitor, and enforce participation requirements under the Grice contract for the city's comprehensive plan, despite repeated notices to senior city leadership. Pursuant to the procurement process and the representations made at the time of the contract award, my company was identified and approved to participate in this contract. My company has been blocked and denied the opportunity to perform the work to which it was identified, which occurred without notice, justification, or any documented contract amendment authorizing such a deviation from the approved participation structure. As a resident and citizen of the city of Mableton, I had a reasonable and lawful expectation that the city would protect me and the integrity of its procurement process and enforce participation commitments made under the contract. That expectation was not met. The failure also represents a breach of the city's duty to its residents to administer public contracts fairly, transparently, and in accordance with established procurement and ethical standards. The city failed to safeguard my participation, failed to intervene, and failed to ensure compliance with material contract terms. It is particularly concerning that the Grice contract is associated with a governmental official from another metro community who in their own jurisdiction would not permit private entities to misuse or manipulate a public procurement process for singular or self-benefit. The continued expenditure of public funds under these circumstances raises serious concerns regarding procurement compliance, ethical governance, and whether public funds are being dispersed in accordance with the contract terms. So I'm asking for the immediate and independent review and a compliance and participation audit comparing contractual participation, commitments to actual work performed to date. I'm also asking for immediate corrective action to bring the contract into compliance, including suspension of further payments if warranted. The city's continued inaction after notice raises serious ethical and procurement concerns and erodes public trust. Immediate review is necessary to prevent further non-compliance and to ensure the comprehensive plan contract is administered in accordance with applicable law. City policy and the terms under which it was awarded demands nothing less. Thank you.
Thank you for that, ma'am.
Okay, we now have Kania Pearson, and that would be the last one. I don't know if she's in the other room. Somebody needs to go get her. Oh, there she is. Okay. Over here.
Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? My name is Kania Pearson and I am the site coordinator for Mentorship Academy. We're housed here at the Riverside Epicenter, and so I just wanted to come briefly tell you all about it. It's a free after-school program for students who are in 3rd through 12th grades, so any parents, any associates of parents, any grandparents or aunts, should you all want your students to have the opportunity to take advantage of this, we have access to Riverside Epicenter's resources. So that means podcasting rooms, that means we offer dance and gaming or other really fun enrichment activities. We do homework help, instructor-led teaching time, so all of the things. So I just wanted to tell you guys that it is available, it's here. I'm the site coordinator, I'm also the person of contact. I have a business card, so just let me know if y'all are interested. We have flyers outside, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's all of the cards I have.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you guys who bothered to take your time to come here and sign up and to have your voices heard. With that, I do want to take a special moment to acknowledge we have some appointed and elected officials that are here with us this evening, and I'll always give them an opportunity to say something if you like. We have Cobb County Sheriff Craig Owens that is here with us this evening. Thank you for being here, sir. Would you like 2 minutes, sir? Thank you. All right. We also have State Representative Terry Cummings here with us this evening as well. Representative, would you like to say something?
Good evening, everyone. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge those lives that were lost in impact on January 6th in Washington, D.C. during the insurrection. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I also want to note we do have a couple of judges that are here with us today. Superior Court Judge Sonia Brown is here, as well as Superior Court Judge Kelly Hill is both here. So thank you all for being here. And also notice that we have recently appointed member of the Cobb County Election Board, Reginald Turner, is here. Nice to see you, sir. Thank you. With that being said, Council, where is Trey at? I'm sorry. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we have, okay, let's keep going. We have Tanisha Phillips in the house as Cobb County Clerk. And who's beside you? I can't see. And we have our District Attorney. Sorry. Can't see all y'all back there in the back. I'm sorry. And Mr. Trey Hutchins. Mr. Hutchins, I know you usually have an education report. Thank you. You knew where I was going with that one. I appreciate you, sir, indeed. At this point in time, do we have any other elected officials or appointed officials that are here with us this evening? Thank you all for attending. We are super proud and honored to have you at the county and state level be with us this evening, so thank you for attending.
Mayor, I'm sorry, we do have one other, City Council, Powder Springs.
Oh, yes, indeed. Welcome, sir. Thanks for being here. I'm going to have y'all start signing in when you come. All right. We're going to move now to the consent agenda, which, council, is item number 10 that we have here. As we have items A through G. We've gone over these in our last work session meeting. I would like to go ahead and entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, sir.
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and move to call the question. All those in favor of approving the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you. Please note, Madam Clerk, the consent agenda has been approved. At this point in time, we do have one item of new business, and one and only one. That is the City of Mableton Community Development Block Grant entitlement status. And recently, December 8th, I think we got the news that the City of Mableton has been approved from our entitlement grant status. As a city of over 50,000 people, we have the ability to enter into that, and we are doing so. Thank you for Director Hughes for being here with us today, as well as Ms. White. So if you guys will go ahead and take the floor is yours, Director Hughes.
Thank you, Mayor and Council, and good evening, members of the public that are here. We're excited to share that the City of Mableton, as the Mayor indicated, has recently been notified that it is has received its CDBG Community Development Block Grant entitlement status. With the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD. As a new entitlement community, you now have a couple of options as they relate to your participation in this program going forward. The first is to either as a metropolitan city, independent city on your own, where you would manage those funds on your own, or you can participate in a one-year joint agreement with Cobb Urban County. I have Dr. Kimberly Roberts here, who is the manager of the Cobb CDBG program office. She'll kind of walk you through those options and also answer any questions that you may have with respect to that. Let me mention one thing. We do need, this is a tight turnaround, we do need to provide a letter back to Cobb County's Urban Counties program January 8th, which is this Thursday. I should also mention too that the estimate of grant funds potentially available based on 70% entitlement formula is about $264,000. So I'll just mention that at the moment. And I'll ask Dr. Roberts to come up and to provide some more details.
Thank you. Good afternoon. So as Michael was saying, the city is included in Cobb County's 2026 allocation estimates. We do not know the amount of the final allocations for 2026. They've not been released by HUD, but we're estimating that the county will receive at least 70% of what it received in 2025, And so we have incorporated the City of Mableton if you choose to accept a joint cooperation agreement with Cobb County. We will assist the city in expending those CDBG dollars and managing administering the program, because there's several different aspects of the program that includes preparing a consolidated plan, an annual action plan, environmental reviews. The city would still choose their particular projects, and the county would assist the city in making the project eligible, ensuring the project is eligible at any phase, and working with contractors for Davis-Bacon requirements and all of the cross-cutting requirements for the CDBG program. The counties is in a 3-year joint agreement with HUD, so we have a cooperation agreement, and every 3 years we renew our agreement. 2026 is our last year of this agreement, and so we're incorporating the city. We're giving the city an opportunity to join Cobb County and receive funding in 2026. And so after you make this decision for 2026, we will come back probably like in May and ask the city if you want to participate in a 3-year agreement with the county to receive funding for the next 3 years. Once you enter into this 3-year agreement, you have to stay in it until the end of that term, because that's when HUD determines the allocation amounts. And then we just, the allocation is based off the city's population, and so we just assist the city in managing it, and a portion of those administrative costs will be set aside for the portion that Cobb County is doing to administer the grant program with the city. Any questions so far?
Council, any
Mr.
questions?
Mayor, I do have a question.
Yes, please. The floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Roberts, thanks for coming out. I want to make sure that I understand the management of CBDG. Is that done by an independent third party, or is that done by the county government? I want to make sure that the council's clear.
Independent third party. So the
Okay.
county has hired a consultant to manage the CDBG program office.
Okay.
But we work as a quasi-department of Cobb County.
Understood. So that the management will be handled by an independent third party, not the county government.
Yes.
I want to make sure that's clear.
Correct.
All right, thank
But
you.
the county does approve allocations, fundings, finance, does all the financial accounting and cutting of the checks, yes.
Understood.
Dr. Roberts, are you at liberty to say who that third-party company is?
Yes, it's Blue Link Solutions,
Thank you.
my firm.
Okay.
And Mr. Mayor, I will say that I'm not sure if people are familiar with Dr. Roberts, but she is well known as a subject matter expert in this area. Very experienced, knows about it, been working on it for years, so we're fortunate to be able to, if this works out.
If I'm not mistaken, you came before us before when you were explaining
Yes, that's
CBDG, correct?
Yes, I've been working
exactly.
with the county for 20 years now, so, with the CDBG program.
Council, any other questions? I know that there were some questions earlier in the week that Director Hughes has already addressed, but if there's any other questions, now is the perfect time to ask. No? Thank you, Dr. Roberts. Thank you, Director Hughes. All right, with that being said, that was the last piece of business that we do have. At this point in time, I want to ask Mr. Manager, do you have any comments for us this evening?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. I wanted to announce, it's probably going to embarrass a few employees, but we've had 3 newlyweds in the city here in the last, right around the holidays. I want to say congratulations publicly to Miss Emily Groth. She's probably next door. And the overflow staff went next door to make sure that we had accommodations for our citizens. Miss Lily Thomas, everybody's familiar with Lily. She's newlywed. And then Dr. Houston, our events coordinator. So we've had 3 weddings here in the last 3 months, and I think they're all next door, but I wanted to publicly congratulate them on that. Happy New Year, obviously, to our citizens and council, and then congratulations, Mr. Davis, on being voted in as Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you, Councilwoman Jeffcoat. I will labor it right there, side by side with you. I know how much you put in, and I want to say I appreciate everything you've done as you served as Mayor Pro Tem. You've done exceptionally well. And then congratulations, welcome aboard to our latest new council members from District 4 and District 2, Mr. McNeely and Ms. Brown. Glad to look forward to working with both of y'all. And that's it, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
Well, I think we need to go back to Mr. Hughes. He needs direction on his CDBG item.
So option
Fair
one
enough.
or option two.
So, sure, so council, again, going back to communications we've had earlier this week and last week relating to this, Hughes, would you just do the council a favor and just recap that very quickly about what that looks like?
Absolutely, sir. The first item would be for the city of Mableton to operate as an independent metropolitan city, accepting your entitlement status and then administering the CDBG program for the city only. Option two is that the city agrees to execute a one-year joint agreement with the Cobb Urban County, under which Cobb County will be responsible for carrying out all of the consolidated planning, annual action planning, environmental reviews, and other CDBG cross-cutting requirements on behalf of the city. The city will provide, City of Mableton will provide Cobb County with an annual list of anticipated projects for review and verification by CDBG. Staff would recommend option two. I think that gets you access to the money much faster by utilizing the existing administrative infrastructure that's already in place.
Thank you for that, sir.
Is that the only advantage of option two?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the only advantage?
Well, it's an advantage. It is an advantage, a pretty compelling advantage from my perspective, because it gets you access to deploying the funding faster into the community.
I guess I would ask with that, are we capable and prepared to perform this in-house ourselves at this point in time?
We are not at this point. We would rely on, obviously, Cobb County CDB Program Office to provide all of the services and the planning documents that I just listed for you.
Thank you.
So my question is going to be, are you going to be ready in May or when this comes back up?
We can discuss a couple of options that I think I shared in my response to mayor and council. One is looking at hiring a staff person who would serve as a CDBG coordinator, or we can look at hiring a third party to administer the program. We can do either or. I think we need to price out both of them to see which one makes is the most efficient approach for the city. I will say we have a City of Marietta does administer its own program. They have one staff person on board that does that. The other cities are all part of the Cobb Urban County entity, and the county administers a CDBG program on each city's behalf. City of Smyrna has a population above 50,000. They could opt to be its own entitlement community and administer these programs or this program on their own, but they choose not to at this point in time.
Thank you, Director. So at this point in time, the agenda doesn't actually reflect it. It says the status, but the real question here is, I think we need to go ahead and entertain a motion to decide which pathway to go forward. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
Yes. All right. So, council, based upon the testimony to date you've heard, as well as information that you've been provided prior to the meeting, what we need to do is go ahead and I'm going to entertain a motion to move forward with the one-year agreement, utilizing the Cobb County option that we have for this at this time. Again, that's I'm just entertaining a motion for that.
So just procedurally though, is this, I asked the question before, is this a resolution, ordinance? What is it that what are we entering into an agreement to do?
I don't think you're entering into anything. I think you're giving direction at this point. I believe a letter, you authorizing the mayor to provide a letter to the Cobb County Urban Authority would be what we were doing. The agreement would have to come back to you to approve.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yes, there's notification that I have to provide by the 8th. So for full transparency, we want to make sure we brought it here,
right,
that we had the information that was sent to you guys, but also had the opportunity to have Director Hughes and subject matter expert to come and present this. So with that being heard, that's the motion, or that's the motion itself, is to allow me to go forward and be able to notify the county on the direction that we're going to go.
I'd like to entertain a motion to enter into a one-year, allow the mayor to go and negotiate the conversation to enter into a one-year joint agreement with the Cobb Urban County for administering the CDBG funds.
I second.
Second.
Thank you. Motion has been made, seconded by Councilman Davis. Any question on this or any discussion? No, not this time. Okay. At this point in time, we'll call the question. All in favor of motion made by Councilman Ferguson, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. At this point in time, back to our Madam Clerk. Any comments that you have, ma'am?
No comments.
Thank you, Madam Attorney.
No comments, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Davis, District 1.
Yeah, briefly. Again, I'm going to say Happy New Year to each and every one of you, and hope this year starts out really great for you. Couple of things. First, as I look across this room, I can not say could be ever more pleased in what I see, because this is the very first council meeting of the year, and to see this room, standing room virtually only, says a lot about this community, says a lot about this city, says a lot about its residents. This is what a healthy community actually looks like, really, when it comes down to it. People coming together, concerned, being engaged. That is what makes great cities. And like I said, to me, this is one of the best ways to start the new year off as a city. So again, I want to thank the council for allowing me the opportunity to serve as Mayor Pro Tem. I will do my level best, as I try to do always, to serve and fill the shoes of an outstanding young lady, I must say. I hope to serve with as much vigor and enthusiasm as she has. And thank you, Councilwoman Jeffco, for your service. Other than that, this is January 6th, and I think Representative Cummings did mention it about what happened on this day. Let us not forget it. I've had friends who lost relatives, a relative or two that day. But this is a democracy. And here again is an excellent example of what a democracy looks like. So with that being said, you all have a great day, be safe out there, and we will see you the next time.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman McNeely.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you, each one of you, for coming out tonight. You all have families and work and all types of responsibilities, but you came here. Thank you for your diligence and sticking with us this evening. It's an honor to serve. I want to point out, if you have not already signed up for the Council and Mayor's newsletter, you can do that at the website. Make sure you're getting updates from us from each district and the city as a whole. I think that's very important. It's one avenue of communication to make sure that you all are receiving information and that you can consider and talk to us about and moving forward and all the great things that we're working on in our city. I also want to mention, of course, now we're in 2026, kicking off the year with a town hall and partnering with Councilman Davis. So that'll be Tuesday, January 27th at 620 Lions Club Drive. So I encourage you to come out. One of the big things that we always need to do in whatever role we're playing is communicate. We want to hear from you. We want you to hear from us and dialogue about where we are and where we can go and the great things we can do in our city. So I encourage you to do that. Sign up for the Council and Mayor's newsletter, and then if you're able to join us on the Town Hall on January 27th. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Jeffcoat.
I'll try to be brief. I know you guys, I always say that, don't I? But I will certainly try to be brief. Thank you all for being here. Happy New Year. I hope you had an opportunity to rest and spend some time with your family and recharge over the holidays. As we begin a new year, I'm really excited about the work ahead and the opportunities we have to continue building this great city. So I'm, just excited for the work that's ahead. I do want to take the opportunity right now to congratulate again to Councilman McNeely and Councilwoman Brown on your election to the City Council, as well as Councilwoman Herndon, who was reelected. It's always exciting to welcome new voices, new perspectives, and energy to this governing body. And I look forward to working alongside both of you all, as well as Councilwoman Herndon, to continue the important work of serving our residents and strengthening our community and building a city that we all can be proud of. Your ideas, your insight, and your leadership will be invaluable as we tackle some of these big rocks, these opportunities and challenges that lay ahead, and I'm just eager to collaborate with you all. I know the food is out there and everybody wants to eat, so I'll try to hurry up, okay? We did mention earlier about what happened on January 6th, and I think it's important to reflect briefly on where we are as a country, on where we are as a community. Just a few years ago, we witnessed an unprecedented moment in our nation's history, which was an attack on the democratic process itself. And that moment serves as a sobering reminder that democracy is not self-sustaining. It requires leadership, integrity, and public trust at every level of government. And we're living in a time when we trust in institutions can be fragile and divisions can surface quickly. And that reality makes some leaderships more important than ever. And so it's important for us to make sure that we remain calm in moments of uncertainty, respect during disagreement, and a steady commitment to the democratic principles, even when the conversations are difficult. And serving as your mayor pro tem, it has been an honor and a responsibility I certainly did not take lightly. During my time, I tried to focus on being supportive to the mayor, working collaboratively with my colleagues to ensure stability and continuity as our city was growing. And over the past 2 years, as our city went through its formative years, I've worked to lead with that level of consistency, fairness, and professionalism, and trying to be that consensus builder when there were times that we disagreed. And so I want to say congratulations to Councilman Davis, my conference buddy. This role is not about an individual. It's about service to the body and to the residents we represent, and I'm just grateful to have had the opportunity to work alongside everyone that's here. I do remain committed to our residents of Mableton and working collaboratively with the council. Leadership takes many forms, and my focus will always be on contributing where I'm most needed. So thank you all for the opportunity. And lastly, I'm pleased to share that the District 3 newsletter is finally here. I did get a chance to talk to some constituents who didn't receive it. If you signed up for the newsletter and you didn't receive it, make sure you come and you reach out to me. You can sign up on our website. We'll be having a listening session next Tuesday because I want the community feedback. I want to hear what you want for District 3. So certainly, please make sure it's a virtual listening session. So please make sure you join. It's from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's it.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Brown.
Good evening and Happy New Year to everyone. First of all, I would like to just acknowledge all of the friends and family who traveled from far and wide to get here, to be here tonight for the swearing in. I know some of you all have come from as far away like as Gwinnett County, which is like coming from another state in this metro, I know, right, South Carolina, in this metro Atlanta traffic. So I appreciate that. And I most especially want to call out and thank the residents of District 4 that are here tonight. Many of you who have likely never even attended a city council meeting. This is what community looks like. This is what building a new city, a community looks like, and I would encourage you to not make this the last time that you are in this room or that you are online watching what is happening. I want to hear from you, the folks that are part of District 4. I too will be opening myself up to a listening session. Please stay tuned for more information about that. In the meantime, I also would ask that you go to mableton.gov, sign up for my newsletter, sign up for the newsletter of everyone up here if you'd like. But in particular, I will be sharing information. My second newsletter came out this week, and I will definitely be using that as one of my means of communication with the district. Besides that, I just would like to say that I am humbled, and I take very seriously, and I understand that I have a charge to keep from the residents who voted for me and the ones who did not vote for me. I'm here to represent the interests of you all. I thank you all, and I wish you all a wonderful week ahead, and I'm going to close because I'm actually hungry.
Just as a reminder, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. It's a very famous quote by Dr. King, and emphasizing that negative forces, darkness and hate, can't eliminate themselves, but require positive forces, light and love, to overcome them. A core principle of this nonviolent philosophy for social change. The city of Mableton is a light on the hill. We are what everybody in the state of Georgia aspires to be, a community that works together, that plays together, that prays together, that stays together. This council is trying to do things and put things in place to allow that to continue to happen and for us to thrive. So I want to definitely thank residents of the Brookwood Park, Heritage Lakes, Hartford Woods, and other subdivisions that are kind of around in District 5, and other districts. I know that they do the same thing, but picking up the phone, calling, not trying to put it out there and say that we're doing something wrong, but asking the question and voicing their opinion. I ask that you continue to do that. I don't go to Nextdoor, so if you're gonna complain about me on Nextdoor, I won't see it. But I will see it when you send me an email. I will see it when you send me a text message. I will see it when you show up to these meetings and voice your opinion, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to be a community, is if we continue to voice our opinion to each other. So I would ask that you all do that. This is a city of ethics. I want to continue to live that. I'd like to thank Councilwoman Jeffcoat, who I've had the pleasure of being able to be on countless late night, 3-hour phone conversations, talking about what we're doing in this city. And she's not going anywhere, so I don't know why we're talking like she's going somewhere. She is right here with us and continuing. And congratulate Mayor Pro Tem Ron Davis, because I know that he is somebody that has the integrity to continue to drive this thing forward and to continue to show this city as that light on the hill. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and let's eat.
Thank you, Councilman. I will keep my remarks brief, because before we eat, I actually want to have the swearing-in ceremony. So I want to, this is a new year and great opportunities for this city. I truly believe this is the year where the city of Mableton really starts to hit our stride. Now that we have our departments in place, we talk a lot about starting to mature this city and being able to truly embrace our residents to provide the services that a lot of people want to see. I'm asked a lot of times, and yes, on Nextdoor, what has the city done? What is the city doing? And I equate it to the fact that we're 2.5 years old. That's like asking your 2.5-year-old how come they don't have a job and contributing to rent yet, right? It takes a while. We are in this process of maturing. We will get there. And I also say that to say there are things that are starting to come into place. There are going to be things even over the next couple of weeks that I want to talk about that is happening, some great partnerships that are in place that are coming together. There's some grants that's been out there that we've been going after that we've been able to secure. And I do think I'm okay with talking about one, which is we actually are recipients of a $240,000 award from the United States Department of Transportation to be able to focus on our safe streets. It's called the Safe Streets for All. That has came through. We're one of 17 entities in the state of Georgia to receive that. So I am very excited about that. That is going to help us have the technical capabilities to be able to plan the future of Mableton as it relates to transportation, ensuring that we are doing the correct things to make sure that everyone traverses through this city can do so in a safe manner. There's a couple of the partnerships that I really, really want to talk about and things that I can't quite yet. They're embargoed, so you're going to have to hold on and listen closely to those. But there are things that are important to us as a city that you will start to hear about as we continue to thrive in this city. I do want to take a moment to acknowledge Councilwoman Jeffcoat and her great service to this city. Of course, she's not going anywhere. She's still going to be sitting right here beside me and still working on a lot of very important things that we do. To Councilman Davis, thank you for stepping up, sir. Your voice is always welcome, and so I thank you for stepping in this role as Mayor Pro Tem to be able to provide support for me when it is needed. I want to take a special note. Yesterday was January 5th. And on a cold day in January 5th, 1911, one of the greatest fraternities known to mankind was created. That would be the outstanding fraternity of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And for those members that are here today, and I mentioned specifically because they are here and they did show up, and I appreciate your support. I'm sure Councilman McNeely appreciates your support. So if you are one of the fine brothers from Kappa Alpha Psi, would you mind standing up to be acknowledged? Thank you, brothers, for being here. Kappa Alpha Psi stands for brotherhood, service, and achievement in every field of human endeavor. And I thank you all for being here and being a part of the illustrious fraternity. And we appreciate the support with y'all being here to support us tonight. With that said, I do want to take another moment for our Madam Clerk back there and to our DA. My apologies for not catching y'all. I did see the DA when we came in. I always hate when you start naming people by name because inevitably you're going to miss someone. So my apologies for that. We also just want to make a quick note that the General Assembly is starting their session. The City of Mableton will be producing a list of priorities, if you will, legislative priorities. I think our state representative is already familiar with some of those. We will be involved. We understand that it's important to have a viable and a real relationship between what happens at the city level and the state level. So I'm looking forward to the General Assembly starting session and making sure that cities across the country get strengthened by the work of our state representatives. As well, we have new members within the Mableton delegation as well. Mr. Jaha Howard, who is now Senator Jaha Howard, will now be part of the Mableton delegation, so I look forward to being able to engage with him as one of the members of our Cobb County and Mableton delegation. With that said, Council, I would like to end this by saying thank you all for attending again. I do echo the fact that it's great to see the room filled and an overflow room filled. We want to ensure that this is a welcoming place for people to come and to have your voices heard. Honestly, I'd expected more public comment tonight. It's okay. It's okay. But we always welcome people to come and have your voices heard. Council, I would like to move us now to what was item 7, which is the swearing-in ceremony. We do have 2 council members who will be sworn in tonight. The third will not be sworn in. That is Councilwoman Deborah Herndon. She was re-elected to District 6, but she will be sworn in at our January 28th regular city council meeting. So with that said, we're going to do each of these oaths separately. We're going to start off by First District 2, which is Councilman Michael McNeely. His oath is going to be administered by our Superior Court Judge, Ms. Sonia Brown. So at this point in time, thank you, sir. All right. I want to offset this a little bit. Mr. McNeely, if you could go to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Mayor Owens, council members, it's such an honor to be here this evening in the city of Mableton to administer the oath to your newest councilman, Councilman McNeely. Very honored to be here and proud to be here as a citizen of Cobb County and serving as one of your Superior Court judges. And I won't belabor, but I do want to say to you, Councilman McNeely, that the endeavor that you have taken today is a big one and a serious one. I often say that we are not elected officials, we are not politicians, we are servants. And the greatest gift that we can do in honoring that service is to remember that it is bigger than us. It is not about us. There is no I, there is no me, there is no my, but it is a we. And everything that you do with the focus is towards how can you make not just the city of Mableton even greater, but leaving it even better than you met it. And so I charge you to remember that, and as you serve with your fellow council members, to always put that first and foremost, that you are a servant and you serve the public. And I often say this is not a position that belongs to us, it belongs to the people. And so if you remember that, which I know you will be very successful in this role. And so you have your beautiful partner here with you, and your wife, and so I will ask if you would please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand for me. And if you would please say aye and state your name.
Okay. I, Michael McNeely,
Do solemnly affirm
solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully perform the duties of council member of this city.
as a member of council member. Duties of council member of this city. Thank you. I'm not perfect.
No. And that I will support and defend
And I will support and defend
the charter thereof,
as well as the
Constitution
and the laws of the state of Georgia
and the laws of the state of Georgia
and of the United States of America.
I am not the holder
I am not the holder
of any unaccounted for public money
of any unaccounted public money
due to this state
due to the state
or any political subdivision or authority thereof. I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state, which I, by the laws of the state of Georgia, am prohibited from holding. I am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and the laws of the state of Georgia. I have been a resident of my district and the city of Mableton for the time required by the Constitution and the laws of this state and by the municipal charter. I will perform the duties of my office in the best interest of the city of Mableton to the best of my ability without fear, favor, affection, reward, or expectation thereof. Congratulations, Mr. Council.
Thank you.
Here you go.
All right, once again, congratulations, Councilman McNeely. I'm sure you will do the residents of District 2 proud. We're going to move forward now with our second swearing in of this evening, which is for Councilwoman Cassandra Brown of District 4. Councilwoman Cassandra Brown will be sworn in by the Superior Court Judge, Ms. Kelly Hill.
Thank you.
You can applaud for her, too.
Well, let me just take a moment. I know everybody's ready to eat, so I won't be long. I do want to say this is a proud moment, though. Having been part of the council in its infancy,
yes, ma'am,
and swearing in the first council members, some of the first council members, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to be able to stand here with your new councilwoman. I'm going to say it, my sorority sister. I do know that Mableton is in very good hands. She knows about service. She will serve. I'm confident she is going to represent her district well. And it is my pleasure to be with her here today. I want to thank you for this honor. And do we want to make this official now?
Indeed.
Let's do it. If you would, I'm going to have you hold the Bible.
Or so just, oh, right hand.
Right, okay, there we go. No. We're going to raise your hand.
Okay.
Yes, there we go. And repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Cassandra Brown,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully perform the duties of council member of this city,
that I will faithfully perform the duties of council member of this city,
and that I will support and defend the charter thereof,
and I will defend and support the charter thereof,
as well as the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia,
as well as the Constitution and state and laws of the state of Georgia
and of the United States of America.
and the United States of America.
I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money
I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public monies
due this state
to this state
or any political subdivision
or any political subdivision
or authority thereof.
or authority thereof.
I am not the holder of any office of trust
I am not the holder of any office of trust
under the government of the United States,
of the government of the United States,
any other state,
any other state,
or any foreign state,
or any foreign state,
which I, by the laws of the state of Georgia,
which I, by the laws of the state of Georgia,
am prohibited from holding.
am prohibited from holding.
I am otherwise qualified
I am otherwise qualified
to hold said office
to hold said office
according to the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia.
according to the Constitution and the laws of the state of Georgia.
I have been a resident of my district
I have been a resident of my district
and the city of Mableton
and the city of Mableton
for the time required by the Constitution
for the time required by the Constitution
and laws of this state
and laws of this state
and by the municipal charter.
and by the municipal charter.
I will perform the duties of my office
I will perform the duties of my office
in the best interest of the city of
in
Mableton,
the best interest of the city of Mableton,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
without fear,
without fear,
favor,
favor,
affection,
affection,
reward,
reward,
or expectation thereof.
or expectation thereof.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Madam Councilor.
Okay. Oh, okay. This way.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
You want to come this way, Sheila?
Yeah, so you don't get the podium. You got it?
You good?
Thank you. Thank you. Now, we're going to have to sign these at some point.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, members of the council, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion's been made and properly seconded. Any discussion on that matter? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the reception will take place immediately outside. Members of the council will be available. We also have our city comms team here for photographs and whatnot. So after the adjournment, please go directly outside and make sure you partake in the refreshments we have. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
All nay? No nays? Ayes have it. We stand adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.